My name is Jonathan Parks, and welcome to Jonathan's Nature Crafts. I must inform you that I do not live in this house by myself, but live here with other people. Sometimes other members of the household may have to walk through areas where I might be recording with other family members on the phone. If you hear any noise like that, please feel free to disregard. We are doing our best to get noise canceling equipment, which may at least keep you from hearing exactly what is being said. Thank you for considering. Well, I will tell you all, I have been pretty blessed to get back to doing these carving videos lately, because I'd say after about a week ago when I finished one series, I probably kind of needed to rest a little while before trying to work on another. And again, I'll say with these little bulldogs, I've kind of like taken repeated steps in between videos where after you thin their muzzles down, you just make the same lines again over and over again. And I'd say I've come pretty far along on what I need to do here. I'll tell you all that the weeks have been kind of busy because last night I went to Chili's to use my gift card. There's quite a story I'll tell you all about that, because one time I went in there and ordered some wings and the wings were not fully cooked and I got a little sick, so sent a complaint to the website, and their parent company sent me a gift card in return for that, so I sort of used it to kind of cover my meal. It was $30 worth, more than I could eat in one sitting, so I got myself a little cheat. I got myself a little quesadilla, which the soft shell is kind of not on my diet, so ate that in there and got some wings to take home. I'll tell you all little stories later, but I'd say that there's just little kind of work to do as far as just how we come along with these little pups, I say. And I think we'll start with the French ones first, and maybe, just maybe, kind of do a little line here on their tails to try to, I say, like, get places done where we're going to put on a little work to, I say like, make little places out that will kind of be like just some nice little gestures. I say maybe just thin the tail out a little bit better and round the butt off later. Oh, hon, I tell y'all, oh my days, oh my days were old. Sometimes, just sometimes, we have little things in life that kind of remind us of our olden days, and sometimes I look back, think about how some of these things remind me of little things I'd get too silly about back in my days. And you know, I'd say it was like everybody just kind of had their own little perceptions of me at times. And you know, I'd say the thing of it is that, you know, there's been times in my life when there's just been some things I've wanted to be a bit too silly about. And I mean, you know, animal butts being one of those things. There's probably been times when people hadn't known me well, and even as a kid, other kids had their own perceptions of me about these types of silly little funny things that I did. And I'd say as we're coming down to it, we got a little tail to make off here and come down to where this is just what we have to say, kind of make it so we got it in about a good shape as we need it to be. And so kind of come along, take care of this other little tail as well, and kind of remove wood along the sides and the edges to kind of get a little bulldog tail into a good shape like we need it to be. Sometimes their tails just kind of curl up, but I just kind of make a little stub for mine just to kind of make it so it's going to be just a kind little figure to share and to see. I say, oh, the work we enjoy in life and work ourselves hard at, oh, the efforts we make, little pleasures we have that we work about just to show a little skill we have here and there with all that we like to do and love to do and have to do. I say that this is just a beautiful sense of the work that kind of draws itself unto us, and oh, I say, see a little light of day come right into a special bit of work. Oh, and I tell you, all these friendly, sweet dogs in those days. I mean, I was scared of them as a kid, and there were certain experiences I had as a toddler that were all the more reason why, and would say I was about 15 when I walked up to a dog for the first time and petted it for a long time and really enjoyed it and learned how innocent they were. So it took me a while to come to that point, but I did. Even if tails kind of come out different widths, it can be a little more okay. Might kind of carve it along for this little English Bulldog too. And I'd say that there were just a lot of spikes that come this way. I've even seen a picture on Google of what an American Bulldog looked like. If somebody were ever to request that I make them one, I'm pretty sure that I probably would. But I'd say it's like all this time I work at what I do just to make things happen like they really need to be, and see how a little kind of time and work goes along. Sometimes I look at these dogs on Google when people request them and come up with ways that I have of doing the certain things that they come about to be. Sometimes look at pictures of them and draw my pattern accordingly, but sometimes just kind of look at how the dogs are made out and sort of, I'd say, just kind of carve my little patterns according to the way they look, and just kind of, I'd say, come up with something that is of quite the similarity in life as to what we make and do. I come here with a little tail of a English Bulldog now and kind of make a little cut along another little edge and just kind of work little object out of a good piece of wood, just the way it shall always come to be, and see how little bulldogs just make a way into our lives. So I say that dogs are just special characters, and they have a lot of good deeds in them. I tell you all that this is just one of those figures in life that kind of makes a little good little ways about us. I tell you all that kind of gotta work on this to make it seem like it's going to be good, make it seem like it's going to be a good thing forever to know and to see and to enjoy in life, and I say, there's just goodness and joy in all the work we have and all the work we do. I tell you all, oh, pleasures in this world just kind of mean so much, and little ways to carve along the blessed things. I say, this is just one more tale, the way we got it to come out here. Think I might I'd say, find this little gougey here that makes little V cuts, and I say maybe work along this little line that makes the foot and the leg. I say, as for how one little piece of work can make a way into the hearts and lives of many of us, come along just to kind of show what we do to the foot here. And so I say, put it on and put it in place. I say, little work, and come down to one little other French Bulldog, kinda make that little line for its little sitting leg and foot, and for its own little hind quarter. I say, oh, joys in life and wood and work and carving. I say, oh, the goodness we have. Oh, the blessed times in life and all liberties. I say, you know, it's just kind of the way it works. I see how, you see here how I've gotten these little lines put right in there. Think I'm going to take the same little step on the little English Bulldog as well. Try to cut in with the gouge on the little line that makes the leg. We could be coming across a little bad spot in the wood here, because it does seem like it's kind of unfrilling a little bit, but we can manage whatever it does, I say, and kind of work little ways along with all that we have and do and enjoy. I tell y'all that this is just kind of one little way we manage a type of work we have in our hands and that we do, and kind of make it so we got the feet coming out with the hind legs. Going to come around, take one more English Bulldog and kind of put the same little carving out of the leg right into here with the same little gouge. Sometimes I feel these days, like it's probably going to be things in life I won't be so sure of in the long run, but I say that I kind of had my days of exercise, and yesterday kind of needed a little day to recover from it, and more than nonetheless, I still stay on my diet all the time. And as of how this has worked along, we got little places done here, and I say for a little enjoyment now, there's little things we take. I say kind of try to move along the little back side of these pups. It's like a time I was at a certain ballpark where we had Bark in the Park nights. I was working there at certain days and nights, and oh, the stories about how we, I say, just like had a certain bulldog there. I don't remember what kind of bulldog she was, but she loved to have her butt rubbed. whatever she was. That's just kind of how a little just kind of thing was, just how little dogs kind of showed their face and ways, and we learned so much more about the different personalities that the different dogs have, and even once knew a minister who was at one time a police officer, and told us the story about the time he worked at one and all the different personalities that all those different horses had, that as a police he worked with. So I say that we're getting far along with our time, but we don't hurt anything by doing it. Probably going to say that I might have taken a minute too long here, but with all I have to share, there's little steps we have to work on that might come between videos and for other pups and other dogs, and I'd say that you've probably seen a step or two we took on these to try to work our way into them and see what good they could be, because sometimes for some of us, little carving of wood gets us a little relaxed now and then. I have friends who have such busy lives and tell me they wish they could come home from work and carve wood. But thank you for watching. Take care. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to this channel. I hope to see you in the next video. Stay tuned.